everyone, and welcome to So How Was Uni for Week 2, Semester 2, 2018 of my Masters of Physiotherapy course. It was a pretty good week and I felt pretty good with myself. I did at the start of the week feel like I was very tired, and it was hard to pick up that energy and that enthusiasm that I was feeling in the first week back. But I got there in the end. By Friday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when our class was finished, again, I was feeling happy and satisfied with everything that I had done this week, and that's a fantastic feeling to have at the end of the week. And it's also really great that I can come here and sit down and say that I haven't had any problems this week, that I haven't worried about anything in particular this week, and that I am going really well. I'm very happy and confident about what it is I'm doing at uni. In terms of what I said last week I would do, as in trying to answer more questions and ask more questions, I've definitely kept up with that. So that's something that I've taken through from last week into this week. I've picked up the amount of questions I've asked. I have picked up the amount of questions from the teachers that I've answered as well. And I feel like everything was a little bit more fast paced and everything moved a little bit more quickly. The only thing that I have to say about that is that I find that there are 5 or 6 people who want to contribute to class and everybody else just doesn't want to speak up. You don't want to take the spotlight away from other people. You don't want to be hogging it, you know what I mean? So when there is a question, I do leave a few seconds. I look around the room and is someone else going to answer? If no one answers, then I'll just answer. But I don't want to be the only person speaking all the time. I want to try and help other people find courage to give it a go and to share their opinions and their thoughts and ask questions as well. So I guess that's what I'm going to try and do next week, is try and I'll start with my group of friends and be like, hey, you got the answer, you should provide the answer, encouraging people to answer questions and not be afraid. And if people judge you, that's just something that's going to happen. It's just a natural thing, but you need to learn not to care about what other people think and just do it for yourself. Just on that, sort of related to that similar topic, in one of our classes this week, people were asked to come up and demonstrate how you would help someone and instruct someone on how they would get out of bed after having a total hip replacement. There was one guy who went first and he did a really great job. He got some critiques. And then the teacher wanted someone else to jump up and give it a go, applying all of the feedback and suggestions that other people had said for the previous demonstration. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to get up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to feel bloody nervous as hell, and I'm going to be very worried that everyone is judging me and thinking that I'm an idiot. But I'm going to give it a go and I'm going to get this feedback. So that's what I did. I jumped up and I demonstrated for the class. And yes, I was feeling hella nervous. For the first maybe minute and a half, I was speaking at 1,000 miles an hour. I swear people could not understand what I was saying. Eventually, I calmed down. I took a few deep breaths while I was doing it, and I just got lost in the moment and lost in trying to get it right and take on as much of the advice and suggestions that people were giving me at the same time. And it was good. It was a really good experience. I felt so good afterwards. I was like, yeah, go me. I got up and I gave it a go. So yeah, that was something really awesome that I did. The things that I liked that I did this week were, and this sounds like something, whatever, it sounds like, yeah, duh, that's obvious, but at the same time, I don't know, do people actually do it? Who knows? I did my prep work. I actually read all the articles I was supposed to read, and then I also went through everything after class. So I had my lectures on the Monday, and then I used the Tuesday to go through the lectures and make sure that I knew everything that the lecturer was telling me during that lecture. I wasn't just blindly copying the notes down on a piece of paper. I was going through and I was picking out the bits of information from those lectures that I felt if I needed a quick cheat sheet just to read at and look at and reference, just to revise and try and remember everything from that lecture, that's what I picked out. And then that's what I wrote down on the piece of paper. And that worked so well. So I'm going to keep that up. With our practical classes, making sure I did the prep work for that. So there was a lot of reading and there was a lot of watching videos on YouTube, and I found that was really helpful as well, just because you go in and you're prepared, you're ready, you know what to expect for the class, and you can work through it and it's done. And this has got nothing to do with me, but it's got everything to do with our lecturers this semester. They seem to be really keen to hear from us and to hear how things are going for us and how they can improve the course to make sure that for people in the future it is as good as it can be. I've never met teachers who were that keen and that motivated and that interested in how they're presenting the material and how well we are taking it on. And it's really refreshing, and it's really great to be able to give that feedback and try and help people in the future when they're going through the same thing. Because you can see that they actually care. Like, they're not just doing it for the money or whatever, you know. Like, they're actually actively trying to make things better for us. And I really appreciate that. I really, really, really appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say about week 2, semester 2, 2018 of Masters of Physiotherapy. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm making videos all throughout the month of August as part of Vita, and I do make these So How Was Uni episodes every Friday. So, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, make sure you click the subscribe button, and you also click the notification bell so you know when these videos are coming out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time with another video. Peace out.